Reese joining us today.
Okay, how we doing today?
Hi, I'm okay. I had some net problems and I'm glad that they were fixed by now.
Always a plus, always a plus. Yeah, this is the issue when I have new mics and stuff, Yarrow. The sources don't like me at all, at all. Over there, delicious.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, let's open up things that I forgot to open
What
up
for snack?
beforehand.
No cross snack. No snacks.
No snacks?
No snacks.
You mean you're
Not
not
any-
you're not eating rotten avocados?
No. I'm not eating anything. You're delusional.
Uh-huh.
And neither is Night.
Knight is also eating rotten avocados?
Yep. The bottom two boxes. Munching along.
I have lasagna tonight. Chat, do you want some?
I want some.
Only
I'm offering it to me, what?
offering it to... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are we fucking
I see what your
charging?
alliance is live.
Only the chat.
Chat,
Rude.
get first preference. There you go, chat. Have some. Nom nom nom. Delicious. It's lasagna. My mama's best recipe. Oh my
You
god.
only want soup and
Ooh,
bread?
soup and
Honestly,
bread's
that's
so
valid,
good.
Yarrow. Very valid.
Think about lasagna being soup, then bread, then soup, then bread, then soup and bread. Then you'd be good.
No, that's good.
I think we need to ban Dal.
I chose Goblin mode. You know this.
I hate literally everything about that take.
It's
If
actually
you think about it,
stew and bread
lasagna
and
is just
soup and bread.
soup and bread and soup and bread. No, absolutely.
Like,
It's not
absolutely
right.
not. Like,
That is a
How is it
crime
not?
against pasta.
It-
It's a crime against
it
pasta.
doesn't matter
Pasta
if
not
he's
just,
kind,
like,
if
glorified
they're
bread?
kind of right. That doesn't matter. I don't care
Oh,
if they're
it's a
kind of
terrible
right.
food take,
It's
by
an
the way.
awful
Absolutely
take.
Fucking dreadful.
It's an
Fucking
awful
dreadful.
take.
That's what it was.
Is tomato sauce not just thick soup?
No, it's smoothie.
Gazpacho.
Why not both?
True.
Can I go?
No,
do I have to be here?
We don't know how to run GURPS, man.
That's a strong
yeah.
implication that I do.
You know more than we do, mate. You know more than we do.
You know full well that I am winging it strong.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
thought GURP
Us
was
improv
a
jams.
noise that a
That's
frog
how we
made.
fucking roll.
Okay, I got
But alright.
these boys over. I can have
I need to
those
unmute.
up and ready. Henku.
Ban them for the. Keegan, it's my channel.
Well,
And
People
out.
have spoken. I'm
you
just
are
saying.
a artistic director. We could we could
You
get
can
the
ban
other
my
on board.
actual
Get a new
Twitch
one.
account. Do you know what? Do you know what I'll do just to appease you? Okay. Okay. Let me open up something here. I will just appease you. Okay.
I'm concerned. Improv is just the art of the DM.
I'm
That's
out.
true. I mean, I have done actual art as well, so you know, there's
Yeah.
multiple art of the DM.
Okay.
Everyone, tell me my
I
art is
swear
good.
it's-
So I was
Your
saying.
art is good.
So I was saying before in my stream that because of like the setback from last week, my brain just didn't get into gear, and I now have 1 week to do all of the art for next week.
Mm-hmm.
None of it has started.
You happy?
Kill me.
Happy, folks? I timed myself out.
Exceptional. What am I looking for in my life? Google
Clarity.
Docs. That's what I mean, always, yes. One day I will have clarity. That's why I have chat, because I'm like, hey, what was I gonna do? But the problem is I never tell them.
Moment of
I'm
clarity.
always
Sorry,
like,
I've been watching way too much Decked Out.
it's always like I have this idea in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna surprise them and just do this thing, and then I forget what that is, and then they can't tell me what I was doing.
And speaking of that, where can we find you, Laffy, doing that shenanigans?
Oh my, we doing some plugging! Holy crap! My name
That's some
is
smooth ass hosting ability.
Absolutely. My name is Sir Laugh-A-Lot. All my friends call me Laffy. I am a polyamorous, neurodivergent, biromantic Minecraft streamer, and I play both vanilla Minecraft and modded Minecraft on pretty much every day except Thursday from about 40 minutes ago till about 4 hours and 20 minutes time. We have a good time over on the Sir Laugh-A-Lot MC channel, and you should absolutely come on and have some fun with us.
I agree. Hi, I'm Dal, I guess. I am a variety streamer. I like myself some Minecraft, but I like to dabble in a lot of other things. I'm the creative director of this channel, and currently the main forever GM, but that's changing once in a while, like for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, hello. What am I, minced meat?
Yes, mincemeat pies are delicious. I'm on your side, Laffy.
Fruit mince pies are the best, and I will die on that hill.
Oh my god, that
Right.
place on Fleet Street is amazing. Oh,
I hate you.
These sure are places.
So, Fleet Street is a reference to Sweeney Todd. And they're making pies out of people. That is not what a fruit mince pie is.
please, someone cultured say they got that reference, please.
Dude, do you have any idea how many references I make to strange, like, things and no one gets them? Like, bugger off. I made an excellent Mighty Boosh reference, like, literally, like, 10 minutes ago, and no one cared.
But no one's seen the Mighty Boosh. What is that?
Because they're wrong. It's a great, absurd British comedy from, like, 10, 15 years ago.
Sure.
Absurd.
I'm
Indeed.
sorry, Dal. I totally interrupted you. Were you finished, or did you have more?
I was gonna say I like fruit mince pies. They're nice. I had my own command here, by the way. It's gonna like Dal if you want me specifically. Everyone else just has to use a shared command. Ooh, just chuck it like 2,000 kilometers to the southwest of you. East of you, east, southwest of you in the ocean. That'd be a waste of a pie.
It's the Mighty Boosh.
How about you, egg person?
Okay, hi guys. I'm Knight. I go by they or any pronouns.
Or egg person,
And
apparently.
at the moment, my entire life has become the QSMP eggs. Oh my god, this is my life currently. Yeah, I'm making plushies. I'm doing stickers. People are going fucking nuts for these bloody eggs, and it's become my life. I am contemplating quitting my job. Anyway, you can mainly find me on Instagram at Nightcur. My name is just. Wait, it's that's it. There, that one. Haha. That's my name. You can find me on Insta mainly. I am all over the internet, but mainly there. So
That's their name,
check
and
there for
honestly,
updates.
please wear it out.
Yes.
Milk it.
Yeah. Use it so much that it
Sometimes
gets
I can
worn
be
out.
seen modding Laffy's chat. If you say something weird, champ, then I'm going to ban you. Goodbye.
And every once in a while, they might even stream.
Maybe next year at this stage.
What?
Speaking of streaming,
Hi, I'm Binky. I'm typically an art streamer. I usually stream at this time, Tuesdays to Saturdays every week. But yeah, that's about it.
all the link trees and cards and stuff are exclamation mark cast. You'd be fine.
So just me, or is Bimbap seeming really out of sync?
Am I? What do you mean?
Yes. Your sound is like a second delayed from your like lip movement.
Oh no, that's not good.
Someone had to be scuffed. Don't worry, it's fine.
I mean, this is so far 100% better than last time, so I don't care.
Oh yes,
In-
we actually have sound this time.
In
People can
all
hear.
sense of Forest of Law stuff, this isn't the worst it's been. So that's lived up to last week. Which was
Yeah,
just
last week
man.
was pretty bad, and now I've got a week to do a lot of backgrounds. Eat my soul, eat my soul.
No.
Eat
me your soul. Thank
something
you.
else then. So yeah, anyway, for my folks, this is not a family-friendly stream. M to MA is the like kind
Fuck,
of
fuck,
guidelines.
piss, shit.
I mean, sure. That's well, fine, sure. Me like I'm like I'll swear like sometimes and like and in character and stuff, and then you're like, yeah, fuckity fuck
This
shit,
ain't a
shit.
Disney movie.
I get more than the allocated one.
I'll drop the hard C. Cunt. There you go.
What? We could at least warm them up to that. Come on now.
We did warm
Jesus
them up. Didn't you
Christ.
see Night swearing just a minute ago?
Jesus Christ. You know my audience are like family friendly people, right? And you're like, yeah.
And yet you come
C-word.
here.
Well, I have to, you see, I have to give in to the fact that 90% of my friends are mature age streamers. I have very few streamer friends who are family friendly. It's just me like, hello, folks.
Howdy there. My name's Lafala.
Howdy do days, sirs. Oh my, that's a heckin' bad.
Oh no, hoobity doobly, that I died yet again in my long-term survival world.
No, that never happens, Down. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not at an average of like 4.5 hours per death.
Nope, not at all.
But I do. Did you finish Bimbap? What you were plugging?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She also plays a lot of Wimwall.
Oh,
Cool.
when we're not good to plug. That's a red
I am,
flag, to be honest.
I am a duck.
I mean,
that
I was listening to your stream the other day where you said a friend of yours said if you were a white guy, you would be a walking red flag. So
It's true. It really is true.
okay.
10.5.
So, last real session. Oh, that was so like, oh, that was very good timing of that music. That was very thematic. That was not by intention. I like your partner going, Binky has all the red flags.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. But also, I have a list on my phone of all his red flags, and it's a lot, so...
What a great relationship.
Yeah.
So, we started off... Oh, yeah, they're not red flags. They're more of a maroon. We started off with our 3 characters, Juno, Brayden, and Philippa. Average university students attending a fictional Australian university. Somehow running into each other at the entrance to a Halloween party hosted by their mutual friend, Todd. Todd welcomes them in, and there's lots of cool party-going activities, one of the important things when it comes to a Chekhov's gun, if you will, is he gives everyone a plastic knife, like you'll get in like a shitty takeaway food thing, with blue nail polish on it that will change color if you stir it in a drink that has been spiked. Obviously, with a certain drug, it's not a catch-all, right? But at this Halloween party, Todd has gone to a lot of work to make it look cool and spooky and creepy and vibey, which includes some sigils and symbols that he's transcribed from books, and a mid-party ritual, which, as often happens in Halloween specials around this premise for things, it was real. The magic was the true friends we found along the way. And these three wonderful people, as well as Todd, got sucked into an alternate dimension. And that's where our alternate title, Surprise, You've Been Isekai'd, comes in. Now, they find themselves in the woods. It's day. It's a little bit ominous. They are in medieval fantasy equivalents of what they were wearing to the party. So, for instance, Dal was in a skeleton jumpsuit costume, and his outfit was like bone armor and a like ceremonial skull-like helmet. Juno was you were like Mothman, right? Or was that Philippa?
That was
Philippa.
me.
You were Ghost? No. Yes?
Yeah, Ghostface.
Yes. Yeah. You were the... Yes. So, Juno was in a big black cloak with a ceremonial carved wooden mask with death-like elements. Philippa was dressed in a Mothman costume and ended up with a very interesting decorated cloth helmet and wing-like cloak. And Todd, who was dressed as a sexy tradie, was in a sturdy leather vest with a hard hat style helmet, leather pants, and tough boots. After a little bit of some infighting and distrust between the four of them, our party hear the scream of a young child off in the distance. More infighting, suspicion, and distrust later. Todd runs off, afraid, while Brayden, Philippa, and Juno head towards the scream. When they get there, they find a horrifying monstrosity that's this kind of splice between a giant rat and a giant centipede in all the worst ways. It does not look like it became this through evolution. It looks like this was a forced experiment, and not in a pleasant kind. But with this monstrosity, there was this young girl backed against a tree, trying to fend off this rat. A peed, if you will. Our group come in, trying to get to the child, and trying to keep this ratipede at bay, until finally... It was you, right, Brayden, who managed to take it down? With true badassery?
Yep. Big stick.
Big stick. The dust settles. You help the child up. She reveals her name is Megan, and that she is from a nearby village, and that you should follow her back so that you can get your bearings in this world. As you do so along the path, you come across a section of the woods with patches of blood on the ground, with cobwebs, and a dagger with blue paint on it. And that is where our last session ended. So let's transfer our music over from just this general spoopy playlist that I found last year for my Halloween stream. What do we do?
So Braden still has their leg kind of tied to a bit of the Ratapede's
That's right, yeah.
exoskeleton.
Sorry, you know, a bit of a split.
Bit of a splint. So they I'm just standing there looking. Hey, is that one of our daggers? And Braden goes to check his check their pockets and everything. Just over there.
Can I get a little bit closer
Sure.
so to see what I can see?
Sure, do you want to do that like in a kind of careful way or just kind of walk closer?
Due to the blood on the floor, I'm probably going to say a little bit more cautious.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
think.
just kind of stepping around it.
Oh,
and-
sorry. Are you still going? Sorry.
But you go, what did you want to do?
Yeah. Is your neighbor just like walk up and take the knife? Be like, oh, convenient. I dropped mine.
Alright, so as
I love that.
as Philippa is kind of like carefully stepping around the blood and trying not to disturb things, Juno just walks through, doesn't care, grabs it. Ah, I've been eating one of these! Certainly different vibes here around the bloodbath, if you will.
So
Now, I will
this
say
sort of-
the amount of blood here is an artist's representation on the actual background. There's not this much blood. There's like a couple splashes of blood. It's not like huge pools.
Okay.
We should not linger here too long.
I believe I agree with you. But we do have one of our friends missing.
One of your friends?
Yes.
He knows more than he lets on. He's fine. He's doing this probably to lead us into some other trap. Probably.
Todd,
One of
you
your friends would do that to
you left him? What do you mean you left Todd? Like, what?
We didn't leave Todd. Todd left us.
He left us.
Why would he do that?
He just ran off.
So, is the knife his then? Like, if it wasn't any of yours, we didn't come this way.
Am I able to make a forensics roll, please, Laffy?
You sure may. What do you want to do, and how do you want to use your forensic skills?
I wanted to discern of how old this blood is. If it's like recent, if there's any of course there's harm, but is there any major signs of struggle?
Yeah.
That sort of situation.
All right. I am going to give you a -2 to this because you are not in a you're studying this at uni, so you often do this in a very controlled environment, and with the technology of our time, and with the correct tools and stuff, which you don't have.
No.
So this is a real big practical MacGyver session of forensics.
This is like fifth or sixth like year shit, not fourth. So
Yeah.
this is a bit outside of Brayden's depth. So
now, I will
have
do
to...
a quick aside for the sake of the chat. So we are playing a system called GURPS, which is the generic universal roleplay system. Make your roll. I have something for this.
I failed.
No dice sound. Where you at? I had a dice sound player programmed in. Where's the dice sound? I'm a Sag. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm looking for my dice. I forgot about it.
That's fine. I need to get mine out of my pencil case from last night. But yeah, so how GURPS works is you roll 3d6. So 3 6-sided dice, like you would normally get in a board game. And your aim is to roll equal to or below your skill level to succeed, instead of something like D&D, where you roll a 20-sided dice and you're trying to get above a certain certain arbitrary number that the DM sets. So, what did you roll? What was your skill level? And with the -2 involved?
So I rolled a 9. The skill level is forensics 11 -2. So
that would
9.
be 13 that you wanted to roll.
No.
Sorry, no. Yeah, 9 that you wanted to get.
9.
No, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
9. So I meets it.
All right. You just managed to like. It takes a while, right? Like this isn't something you can just like do in like a minute. Like you're like looking through everything. You're checking the signs on the trees. You're looking for like scuffles in the ground, loose earth, scratches in the bark. Scraps of clothing, things like that. What you're able to discern is that this happened not long ago. Would have been sometime in the last since you and Todd departed.
Wow, I wouldn't have guessed. Like,
It hasn't been a long time.
no.
Like, it's probably been
Is it-
half an hour, 45 minutes at most since you guys departed.
Is the
so-
blood dripping or dragging?
So there is there's a couple blood spurts. There's some blood on the dagger itself, and a few little kind of things around there. It looks like the dagger kind of was moving as it fell, so it's got a little bit of a drag in the ground. Not much, just like a tiny bit, like it was knocked out of his hand or something like that, while he was trying to use it. There's a couple like kind of big rub marks of where bark has been kind of just rubbed off some of the trees around like say chest height, chest to stomach height, torso height, let's say. There is some kind of gouges in the ground, like not like footprints, but just kind of like someone put like a metal pole down kind of thing. And there is the blood has certainly started to coagulate a little bit, but it's not like it's within half an hour, you'd say.
So it's starting to oxidize more so than coagulate at this point.
Cool. I'm winging it on forensics.
Oh. Yes.
What was your question? Sorry, Philippa.
Whether the blood is just dripping from somewhere, or whether it's just been splattered and dragged from something, or like, is there drag marks in the ground?
So there's certainly drag marks in like a certain spot. It doesn't create a trail. Like, it's just kind of more like the thing was kind of dragged and moved around in that one spot and then possibly picked up.
Okay, so we don't really have any sort of clear trail to follow, maybe, or anything?
There is what seems to be the metal pole footprints, for lack of a better word. And there are lots of like sets of them. Not as in there were lots of this creature, but like they have multiple legs.
I don't like the look of that.
Neither. What were you doing? Like you were just like staring at the blood. Like, can you speak to it?
Not exactly. How far away is your village by now?
Probably another 20 minutes walk.
Is it in that direction? She
No.
points towards like the thing, like
So-
the vague direction of the footprints.
So let's say that the footprints are going north. The village would be to the west.
Look, guys, I'm kind of torn here. Like, yeah, Todd. Like, let's face it. This is probably Todd. He needs our help.
No,
you
he
saw us-
doesn't, because he
You
knows what he's
saw
doing.
us trying to fight those things back there. Where we can't do that. We have nothing. We're gonna be like stuck in some kind of whatever this is. We have
Felipe,
nothing.
you know he's lying. You know he's doing this as a trap. There's
he's
no way
not.
he doesn't know what he's doing.
He sure he had no idea.
There's a bit of a
There's no
conundrum
way
here.
you can do this as a mistake. How do you accidentally transport people anywhere?
Accidents happen.
Not like
I'm-
this.
Wait, what happened?
We don't even know. We were somewhere else, and then suddenly we were here.
Oh, like just a transport kind of magic thing?
Huh?
Seems
Magic?
like it.
yeah.
Magic, yeah. We have someone who's got a little bit of experience with magic in the village. Maybe they could help.
What do you mean experience with magic?
What?
The card game?
Brayden lets out a chuckle. That's,
I love that
That-
game.
that's just
such a good
just
line.
bad.
Sorry, I'm
That was great.
That was so good.
The slow burn of everyone.
Just everyone just not saying anything after that line was just me like staying character, but it was so good. The what?
the card game,
Brayden's-
right? What you nerds like to play?
Brayden composes himself. Don't mind. Don't mind her.
What else could they mean?
Hey,
You don't
Like
think
actual
they literally
magic?
mean... No, there ain't no way.
We were just fucking teleported here. Like, it's not outside the realm of possibility. You know?
I mean, look at where we are. Like, are we really gonna rule that out?
But it's versus a rat centipede thing. Like,
This has gotta be a
Megan,
joke.
what do you mean by magic? Like, can you be a little bit more specific? Like, do you mean that your mom is really like magical in the kitchen and that she makes food dance? Like what do you mean?
Like spells and things. There's some very experienced people out there, but Angela is just kind of has a little bit of dabbling in some very basic things, but
This is all too much. I
We're
don't even.
we're
Oh
actually
my
in
gosh.
Crazy Town. Do we trust this girl? She's gonna take us somewhere weird, probably.
It's
What else do we have?
it's either we walk off into the distance being lost, starving, cold, and hungry. I know I said starving twice there, I know. But it's been a long fucking morning. And if we go to the village, at least we have a spot that we can go back to. And we can do scouting if need be for Todd, right? You want always
Alright.
imagine like a sports event. You always have your home place where you always like go after each sporting event sort of thing, right? Like the locker room
Why don't
specifically for
you
your.
explain sports to me?
I'm explaining it just in generalized terms. Thank you.
We're like camp in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, camp like Baldur's Gate. Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, let's go have our Gale dinner then. Let's go.
I don't know what you guys are
This is-
talking about, but okay.
This has gotten extremely meta extremely quickly, and I love it.
Is Baldur's Gate another one of these card games you talk about?
That's where we're from. Actually, we're from Baldur's Gate. It's this place that we came from.
Okay.
I want to what type of role can I make to not burst out in laughter?
Will.
Yeah, that makes sense. The will, yep. Okay. I'm gonna give myself a -2 on that just because of the situation right now.
Sure.
Handicapping myself a little bit here.
Here for it.
Well, I have to roll a 2 or more, or 2 or less. Brayden bursts out into fucking laughter.
You are making a fool out of me?
No. I'm just delirious from blood loss. Sorry.
I think I think we really should get moving so that we can get Brayden seen to. We've got like a first aider or someone, right?
Well, Angela is a herbalist.
Yeah, I need to make sure we get this thing cleaned. I don't want it to turn infected.
Sure, we can work with that. Sure. Let's get moving, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Stepping noises.
Alright, you guys
Stepping on leaf noises.
continue to follow the path. The vibe feeling just that little bit more tense and ominous now that you've passed this area. You make your way through. And after another 15 or so minutes of walking, you start to see the remnants of people. Smoke in the air from chimneys.
Wait,
More
remnants as
warm
in like
parts. I didn't have the
corpse
best word.
or-
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't think of the first word I had was remains, and that's even more worse. My brain just decided not to give me the appropriate word, so I just did what I had in my head.
Understandable.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And you make your way, and you find your way to a quaint little village.
Damn,
There.
Buffy.
It
God
is
fucking damn.
Thank you. It's made out of predominantly wooden materials with a little bit of like kind of spackle and stuff and rendering. It's got kind of, it has like a road per se, but it's more just like more packed earth than like a properly made like cobblestone street. You've got so I'm just, hello music. Come to me, please.
Darkness, mine.
There are people going around their day-to-day business. It's not a busy town. Like, this is a village. It's a decent-sized village. Like, there's quite a few buildings. You've got some obvious, like, purpose buildings. Like, you've got a blacksmith. There's a tanner. And a cute little kind of, like, herbalist shop. There's an inn. Kind of everything you'd expect in a traditional kind of home base village in a D&D thing. Kind of everything one would need. The girl leads you towards the blacksmith. This is my place. You should meet my dad. I think he'll be very grateful, and he might be able to help you with things like weapons and training and stuff if you need to prepare a bit better.
Prepare? For
That
what?
would be good. I guess
I got
trying
the
to get home,
impression
right?
you wanted to try and help your friend. Todd,
Ugh.
was it?
Yeah.
He's a lost cause.
No, he's not.
He's
We have to
definitely
help him.
lost. That's for certain.
And then we can
Fun.
maybe talk to Angela as well about what got you here, but
All right. Thanks, Megan. Thank you very much. What's your father's name?
Otto.
Can I knock on the door, the frame of the smithy?
You
I
sure
prefer
can.
the Byzantines.
Pardon, Philippa?
Nothing.
How dare you?
Ah,
Really went
what will
with
we
an
do
Ottoman
with you?
Empire joke? Like, that's what you went for?
what will we
Istanbul
do
was
with...
Constantinople.
You knock on the door and you hear like a kind of gruff, give me a minute. And some just like kind of,
I
just-
found Megan.
oh, yeah. The door opens and there is a kind of built, very well built man. He looks like he's been doing like some just housework and stuff. He's just a little bit sweaty, but he looks down at Megan. Now, what have you been getting yourself into, girl?
Ratapedes.
A what now?
Imagine like a centipede mixed with a rat.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Megan, what were you doing out in the woods? You know it's been dangerous lately. But I saw a butterfly, and I know that we are lacking on things like berries because people have been too afraid to go out to forage, and it is not on you, girl. It's too dangerous. There's a reason we're not going out there. I'm sorry, Dad.
At this point, I'm just glad that she's okay. All right.
Yes, sorry, where are my manners? I'm Otto, I'm the blacksmith here. And he reaches out his hand to shake your hands and stuff.
My name's Bray. Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you, Bray.
Hi, I'm Philippa.
That's Philippa,
Philippa.
and that's a bitch.
Nice to meet you, bitch. Philippa, lovely to meet you as well.
Does he? Okay. When he reaches his hand, I assume it's kind of dirty, right? It's kind of grimy.
Not really. So he hasn't been working the forge. It's got a little bit of like dust and stuff. Like he's been like cleaning, but like it's a fairly well put together house. Like it's not like he was working at the forge or anything.
Okay. I guess Juno reaches out reluctantly. It's like, Juno.
Juno. Bitch Juno, Juno bitch. Is it like a hyphenated situation?
Interchangeable.
Okay, sure.
As a linguistic expert, I can say the hyphen is definitely in there.
Alright, sure, thank you.
Where it is, don't know.
Alright, you know,
Somewhere
I'm a man
I
of
can
hitting
imagine.
steel and not thinking about hyphens and things, so, thank you. Thank you so much for looking after my little girl. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
She saved us as well. Just keep that in mind. We were lost, and she guided us here. So.
So, you were lost. Whereabouts are you from, travelers? Maybe we can help put you in the right direction.
That is a complicated answer. For now, a place called Baldur's Gate.
I can't say I've heard of it, I'm afraid.
No, it's
It's a
very far
far-
from me.
It's a far ways from here. During our scuffle with the Ratterpede, a friend here was a little bit injured. Is there somewhere, like a first aider or a hospital or anything that you have?
A hospital?
Room of healing?
We have a herbalist, Angela. She should be able to help you a little bit, help ease the pain, but you're still gonna need just some good old-fashioned rest and recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to ward off the infection. A couple herbs should do it.
Angela should have you covered for that. Dad, a friend of theirs is in trouble, and I was hoping you could help them with maybe some weapons or training. What? Why would they need that for a missing friend? He's just lost, right? I think it's
He's in trouble.
the thing that took Jerome. It looked very similar from what Buck reported. Oh. Right. So you helped my girl with this monster thing. Do you have much in the way of fighting skills? Like,
A little bit. I'm more of a what the term I would use here. I would use more of a scout rather than close-up combat.
alright.
I'm good at discerning like tracks and how old something was killed ago, sort of thing.
Okay,
but,
so kind of a hunter, a tracker kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
Alright, now here's where we're
Did
going to
a
break out
bit
a
of-
little bit. Oh, no, go.
I did a little bit of martial arts. I was the under eights boys champion. There you go.
Right. So what we're going to do now, I am willing to give you guys 2 different skills, and that can be in a selection of weapons, that can be in shield, or it can be in or you can have some in some spells.
We also have that sweet 3 XP.
I think Philippa had a 4, if I remember correctly, but the other 2 of you had 3 from
Oh,
last time.
I had 3.
Wait, so we get what?
So,
I don't
let's
know how to
start with...
change anything.
That's alright, I'll kind of walk you through it, right? You've got the
Mhm.
program up, yeah, for the GCS, and your character sheet loaded into it? Cool. I'll walk you through that nice and easily. So, but first, so the weapons skills you have access to, well, weapons / combat-y skills, so you can do an axe / mace for an axe. You can get a short bow. You can, and this will all come with skills associated with it. You can do a dagger. You can get training with a light shield. You can do training for a short sword, a spear, or a quarterstaff. And then there are a certain amount of spells. They are very basic spells, but they are Purify Air from the Air College, Itch from the Body Control College, Sense Foes from the Communication and Empathy College, Seek Earth from the Earth College, Ignite Fire from the Fire College, Light from the Light and Darkness College, Foolishness from the Mind Control College, Haste from the Movement College, and Seek Water from the Water College. I'm willing to give you 2 skills. You can choose between all of those. You can have 2 weapons. You can have a weapon and a shield. You can have a weapon and a spell. Whatever you guys want to do. And then I'm happy for you to spend the extra XP that you got last time on any of those skills or any of the current ones you have. The thing to keep in mind, so I know what the average and hard and easy thing is that's next to your skills and things now, and that is the amount of skill points it takes to actually get an effective level in that. So very hard is like 4 skill points per level. Hard is, I think, 2. But I can pull that up and look that into. This really isn't wanting to play any music, is it? It's not liking me today.
So is there somewhere we can read, like get a list of this, or am I just missing something
Yes.
right now?
I should have put that together. I've just got it in my notes thing. I will throw that in text.
Okay.
So I'm looking at starting off with a spear and a shield. Gives
One
them
thing to
distance
keep
and
in mind, the
dexterity.
spear is a 2-handed weapon.
Oh, that's not a spear then. Oh, spears are one-handed weapons. Oh.
It depends. Are you
Depends
thrusting
on
it
the
or are you
spear.
throwing it?
For
So,
thrusting and
typically-
fighting with.
Shield. You have the shield, and then you have a spear as a polearm. Right. So that's how they're usually used. At least IRL.
Isn't it two-handed to be like thrust into something with any like actual?
Yeah, to
propulsion?
fight with it well and masterfully, you'd want to be using 2 hands, using it kind of quarterstaffy and stuff as well, right?
Can you put like a buckle shield on your forearm and like use both hands and then like still have a buckle?
Yeah, so it's with the light shield, it's strapped to your arm so you can hold something, but you can't necessarily like use it super effectively.
Okay. Okay. I. Okay. So we look it up in the search bar above the libraries.
So for the skills for the weapons, you can find that. So if you go to the basic set in the library, the folder there, there'll be a equipment section that you can double click on, and that will open that up. So you can drag it onto your sheet for the actual equipment itself, and then there's also a section in there for skills. For the spells themselves, there's a folder in the master library called Magic that has all the spells and stuff in it that you can search through.
Okay.
My computer insists this is a virus.
Well,
If you go into read more, or like more details, then it'll let you click into it, I think.
Yeah, I just did that. I was like, oh, okay,
Goody
cool.
goody.
Laffy, did you say it was under basic set?
yeah, so basic set. So let me pull up mine. So yeah, so under basic set, you should see there's basic set equipment, and you can double click on that to get the full list of equipment that's in the basic set that you can drag in, and there's search bars and tags that you can do for that. And then there's also basic set skills in that same drop down, which will be for the skills that you can acquire for specifically the weapons. For the magic, that's in a separate folder in the in the master library, and that's called Magic, which is down a bit from the basic set.
Yes, I'd like the auto shotgun 12 gauge, please.
So I've put in the text
so-
channel in the Discord the list of everything that you guys are able to take.
And how much or what are we allowed?
So you're allowed to take 2 skills. So you can choose 2
Okay.
of any of these.
Oh. Okay.
And I will give you what you need for it.
God, I wish I had these spells before so I could have a look up of them. Oh god. Too many options.
Yeah, so I'm specifically not necessarily telling you the descriptions of the spells until you take them. It's more
Oh god.
Oh, so we do it
from-
blind?
Well, like, you can ask me questions about them, but I'm not going to give you the, like, stats and, like, what their full
Oh,
description
right.
is.
Okay, what's foolishness?
So foolishness is a mind control spell. Let me pull up the referencey thing that I put together for this, so I can remind myself. And it essentially makes it harder for people to do IQ-based things. So they'll get a penalty to IQ-based rolls and stuff. And that's like any skills and stuff that is based around that. Hello, Frosty. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream, folks.
So I added the spear into my inventory as well as the spear skill. That's 1 or 2 points, they said.
So when you take the first skill in it, it'll just it'll give you the first level. It should, I believe. And
Gotcha.
yeah, and so when it comes to the spells as well, there's only a couple that are really useful in combat. but casting spells in combat is hard, especially if you're like the lowest level at the spell casting of it. So I will warn you on that. The more skilled you get, the easier it is to cast.
Right.
Can I get foolishness and dagger?
Sure, absolutely. So, I don't remember if the blue thing in your character sheet is a dagger or a knife that I gave you, but the skill for it is knife.
Oh. Okay.
So if you have a knife, I'm happy to give you a dagger, and vice versa and stuff, but, well, with dagger, I don't remember if I made it a large knife or a dagger. I think it was interchangeable based on the day that I did it, because I didn't
Yeah, it
remember.
says dagger with blue paint.
Okay, yeah, so you've got a dagger already, so you don't need a dagger, but you can take the knife skill.
Wait, the knife skill or the dagger skill?
The knife skill.
Wait,
there
is
isn't a
that the
skill
same
for
thing?
dagger. Yeah. Dagger
Oh,
falls under
okay.
the knife category for skill.
Oh, okay. Also, would I have two because I yoinked it from dead guy?
You dropped your dagger in the fight with the
Oh,
rabbit
yeah,
pig,
sure. Okay. So I have one.
and you didn't get it back.
Okay. Yep. So I have one. So do I drag it in or do I just...
Yeah, so you
Leave it for
drag it
now.
into your equipment area. Well, you drag the skill into the skill area. And for the magic, you drag that into the spell area.
Right,
Which I
okay.
think is just above equipment, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, it's right above equipment. Yep.
cool, so you took
that's-
that.
So I've got light shield and spear. So far.
Sweet. Juno reference. Oops. Boom.
So how do we level up
and-
like a different skill, for instance?
So you can just put that point into that skill. I'm okay with you doing that. I'd want you to talk to me about it first. Like if you're trying to level up, say, forensics, it might be a bit in this area.
Yeah,
Like it's got to
but-
be something that makes sense logistically that you would be able to level up your knowledge for.
Tactics. That's what I was thinking.
Um,
Mainly because Braden's been using a lot of tactical thinking over the last
tactics.
like since
Sorry, I just didn't hear what you
Yeah.
said.
tactics. Yes.
All right.
So, how do you edit that? Just double click it.
Yeah, so if you double click it, you should be able to. I think, yeah, you should just be able to change the points in it. I think if you right click on the
Sure.
skill itself on your character sheet, you can just add a character, a skill point that way as well.
Lovely. Okay. And so 1 in tactics. So the tactics is now 4.
Nice.
Nice. I'll keep my spear at 1 because that makes thematical sense. Shield doesn't have a skill apparently. Looked it up, couldn't
It
find
doesn't?
one.
I thought it did.
No, it just adds more armor to you.
Alright, cool.
+1 to dodge, parry, block against the attacks from that side.
Sweet.
So my thinking for defending and spear can work
Yeah.
apparently. So
Boom. Alright, so
Okay, so-
Bimbap, I have put that reference Google Doc that I put together for you for the last session. I've added the Foolishness spell and the knife skill to the end of it.
Cool.
and then for after you've been up, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, and so for the points, do we just... Is that something different? So we just put points into the skill or technique, right?
Yes. So
Right.
I'm
Okay.
giving you a free point to both of the things you just took, and then you can spend up to 3 points that you got at the end of last session for XP.
Okay.
So you took spear and
Light shield,
cool.
as well as 1 point in tactics. I believe I still have 2 points left. Because there's the 2 free ones you gave us, plus 1 used
Oh,
for
there is a
tactics.
shield
I want to get.
skill.
Is there?
Yeah,
Am I just blind?
I've got it here.
I may just be blind. Who bloody knows? Under basic skill sets.
Should be. I got all the text from the book. Basic set skills.
There's
Yeah, okay.
shovel,
Did you
there's
just-
did
short
you spell
it wrong?
sword, but I'm not seeing shield.
I just be dyslexic. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That's been fixed. Okay. So I still
Okay.
have. So I got the
I've
free
added
skill
those
on.
skills to your reference doc.
Yep. thank
Dale.
you. So I used the free ones from you, for the spear and the light shield. I used one of my XP points for tactics. I also want to get haste,
Get the spell haste.
the spell haste. Yes.
You've already taken 2 skills, and I've offered 2 of that list.
Oh yeah, true. So I'm going to pump my other 2 points into spear and shield.
Cool. Sweet. Works for me.
Increase skill level.
What would you like to do, Philippa?
So I'm seeing merit in doing the lovely spell Sense Foes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that a short bow might be in my repertoire as well. Got
Works
good
for
upper
me.
body strength.
All right. Boom, boom. Paste in sense foes. And you were going for the bow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So both those, so the sense foes spell and the bow skill description is now in your reference doc. And feel free
Okay, fine, my
to
reference
just add all those to your character sheet. If you're struggling with it, let me know.
Let me find my reference doc. 1 moment. Link from Luffy.
And this does mean I'll be able to answer your questions less when it comes to skills because I don't have an up-to-date version of your character sheets now.
What TL again? That's talent level?
No, that's tech level.
Okay. What does that mean?
So right now, the world you were in would be about a tech level 3. The world you come from is a tech level 8. Essentially,
Right.
the tech level is about the because GURPS can be used in any setting, any time system, any sci-fi to Stone Age. The TL is just used to dictate what's available at what tech levels, and some skills are, for instance, like computing is a pretty easy skill in 2023, but not necessarily a super easy skill in 1980.
Yes.
You said I had points to spend. What does that mean?
So essentially, you have
Yeah.
4 XP, which you can put into any skills that you already have. Attributes are too expensive for you to be able to upgrade with just the amount you have at this time, and same with like most traits. But there are the main thing you're going to be wanting to do with it is skills, or trying to level up one of your spells, which that's what I wanted to look up.
Just realized the shield bash is my best attack I have now
Heck yeah.
because it's a strength-based attack.
Get up close and personal.
And just whack.
Yep.
Whack a whack attacker.
Yeah, and so it's something that you can also do of just like testing how much it's going to take to level up in something by just putting those points in until it does, and then decide if you want to decide on that investment. Because some of them take more points than others, and the higher level you are as well in that skill, the more points it's going to cost, because it's more of a bell curve.
I don't have a lot of skills to really like invest in. Can I like shape it for later, or like
You
is it kind
certainly
of like
may,
a
yeah.
use now?
No? You'll get more XP after this session, and you can spend it in between sessions.
Cool.
Normally,
That might-
you would do this
that might
process
work.
in between sessions, but because I was going to be offering you guys these access to weapons and skills and spells and stuff associated to that when you got to the village, it meant we were going to have to do it here as well. But it means that I can help walk you through it in game, in session, together.
So if I took like a point in short bow, what does that mean? Like, do I get like additional damage for that? Like, what does
It'll
that
make-
entail?
It'll give you better like rolls with it. So it means that your ability to use that short bow is going to get better. But also,
Okay,
if you
I
look at
might
that
put
reference
one
doc
point into
I
that.
sent you, there's the description of that skill at the end.
Reference doc. Remind me, sorry.
It was a Google doc that I sent you before the first session, and it's got just a description of all the traits, all the skills, everything that you have.
Oh, okay.
A hand-delivered piece of work.
But bow is this is the ability to use the longbow, short bow, and all similar bows. It also covers the compound bow, although a person who has never seen a compound bow would suffer a -2 unfamiliarity penalty. Essentially, you can use bows. The more points you have in it, the easier a roll you will have
Mm-hmm.
to succeed.
Well, I might just sink a point into that as
Cool.
then.
Works for me. Just keep track of your XP and your points, what you didn't use. So you're good to go.
So on here I can put that I have 3 unspent points maybe. Well, how do I don't know how any of this works.
And that's totally fine. So you can go up to, so in the top right you've got points box. You can you can go in there, you can hit enter, and you can add an entry. When you go in and actually do the edit thing, there's like a plus button to add an entry, and then you can just add, say, 3 points to that.
Or
you can just keep track of it manually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to because it's not doing anything.
So at that box, there should be like the edit icon next to the amount of points you have. Well, that you started
It's just
with.
saying I have 50 initial points.
Yep. So then at the top there, you should see a plus
Oh yeah.
in that top bar. That's for add an entry. And then you can add the amount of points that you have gotten for the whoosy whatsy. So you can add the 4 that you got.
Okay. Wait. No, that says 2 now. What? Huh?
Well, because you've spent a well, just put enough.
If you
Just put
add
enough
the-
in there for the amount of points that you have, because the bonus skills will be throwing things off.
So what
So
I did
if
for
it's
that
saying 2,
is the
just
bonus.
add 1.
So for the so
I have no
did
idea. Sorry, I'm so lost.
so I did the
This
plus
is so
3 for
weird.
our ones, and then the plus 2 from your ones, and that equaled it out for myself.
Okay.
This is all very weird.
Yeah, and you can just keep track of it however you want. Like, you don't have to use the system. The reason I was like, I want you guys to like move over into using this was purely so that you guys could be able to grab your equipment and skills, and I wouldn't have to be doing it myself on the fly, generating a PDF, send it to you. It gives you guys a lot more control over your own character sheets. And in the second session, when
Yes.
you're a bit more familiar with how GURPS works, I think was an okay time to introduce it.
Okay, I'm going to bring some images into the resources for you, just to explain a bit better.
Yeah.
The little pencil icon next to 55 points on my or 50 on your one, and then you go to the little plus button. You'll be good to go.
But I hope you guys are having fun, chat. Hope you're
Sure.
enjoying things so far. I'm having fun. We're in the little bit of meta gameplay part, but that's all right. We'll be getting back into it soon.
Soon.
And then we'll
TM.
do a little bit of a training montage on using magic. Because I was trying to put together a reference for spellcasting, and I was like, nah, that's too much. That's too much. I'm just going to walk through the basics. And I have watched a couple videos, so I kind of know the basics.
The basics.
Enough
Yeah.
to be able to do what we want, and that's fine. All right. but are
I'm
you
ready for
guys-
D&D again. Please, let me just use a D20.
You're like, please let me use
Never.
my pretty dice.
I have so many.
These sixes can be pretty.
Oh, did I show you my new D6s? I got
like
new
this one.
D6s
He's
at
pretty.
Brisnova. They're so pretty.
That's very pretty.
They're so
Wow.
pretty. Thanks, Mithril Dice. You're the
He's
best.
So pretty and witty and pretty and witty and gay.
And Bimbab, how you holding up?
I'm doing okay. Just trying to figure it out, I guess. Brain lag.
That's totally
That's-
fine.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
We're playing a roleplay game, and suddenly you're learning how to use a program. I get it.
We reverse isekai just for a moment.
I feel like my tech level isn't high enough for this.
I mean, valid. It took me a bit to figure it out. But I was having to figure it out myself, which didn't help. And my GCS just wouldn't actually download the master library for a couple days. It just wouldn't do it for me, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh no.
It was having errors, and I'm like, I just downloaded this. What is wrong?
Oh no.
Because I had to figure out how it all worked well before I made the character creation form, because I had to make a character first and then figure out how to do it and then how to ask questions around it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do.
But are we kind of okay to go, or do we still need a bit more time to
I
walk through?
think so.
Am I able to add a point to knife?
Yes, you sure can.
Or is that not how it works? Okay.
So what you do is right click on knife.
Yeah, and then do I just add one to the level, or?
Yeah,
Add a
increase the
skill
level.
point, not necessary.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, what?
so there's two essential options. You've got increment and add skill level, I think is what it's called. you want to
Mhm.
increase the skill level,
Oh, I see.
I think.
Oh, okay. Then can I just put the rest of my 2 points in knife as well, considering that all
Yeah.
I did was stab things?
Absolutely, go
Cool.
for it.
That's a mood. That's for sure. Stab.
Short
Stab.
bow has increased tech level, increment or decrement. There's no
Wait,
like
it's increment,
increase.
not. Is it increment or is it increased skill level? It's increment, right? Or
It
Because
should
my
be.
short bow
It's skill level.
doesn't have
Ah!
the.
Actually, let's check.
It
that.
doesn't have a skill level. Is the only thing.
So if I
Is
do
it in your skill technique area?
increment, does that just change the points? You want to do increment, yeah.
yeah,
Not
okay,
increase
cool.
skill level.
Yeah, thought so. Because I was like, that's too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
I might just put 1 point into the spell as well because I've got stuff.
Sure. You'll need to put a couple points into that before it'll actually go up a skill level. Because spells are just harder to learn.
Right. So I won't increment for that one.
So if you want, you can increment it, and that will add 1 point into it. But and then it'll just store that in there until you add enough points in over time to be able to actually
Okay, cool.
increase the skill level. Just something that's like very important that I need to mention is that I really tried not to gratuitously give this guy chest hair. And then, like, 5 minutes after I decided not to, I was like, no, I gotta focus on his chest. Let's go.
I'm
Zoom
appreciating
and
the-
enhance.
I'm appreciating the thigh gap right now.
It's great, isn't it? Good old-fashioned pantaloons, aka I don't know how to draw people very well, and this was on a model, and I had to just, like, somehow create clothes on it that's kind of medieval-esque.
It's definitely giving one of those wooden mannequins that that artists use.
Yep. That's essentially what I was using. Essentially what I was using. Just one that happened to have been made in Blender instead.
Oh, I see. Artist's best friend.
Pretty much every single art asset for the Halloween Passage has been done drawing on top of other things. So that this can be higher than my skill level and faster to produce.
Oh,
That's fair.
fastness to produce, that's the best thing ever.
As if the fartness requires 10 billion lines.
I mean, yeah.
I hate the fartness.
Get down with the fartness. We both went for the same joke. We do share the same brain cell.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'm ready to train with a spear montage while the other one's a learning magic montage. Stab. Bam. Block. Boom, 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 stab. Boom, boom, thrust.
Alright, so how the wonderful land of Magic works. So, when it comes to magic that works in combat, such as your Foolishness spell, so let's pull it up. Mind Control. So, you need to be... actually, that's a fucking point. What's your IQ, Juno?
Oh, where is that meant to be?
That'll be up in your, like, main attributes, like,
Oh,
towards the top left.
11.
Alright,
11.
that is the one spell you can't have.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's the only one with, like, an IQ prerequisite. And that one's a 12
Oh,
plus.
I see. Okay, okay.
So Brayden could use it eventually in the future then.
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't list any spells that the party could not take IQ-wise.
Except this one.
Well, someone in the party could take that. Braden has a IQ
I
of
see,
12.
I see, I see, I see.
I think
Can
you
I grab
probably
haste?
do too, Philippa. Haste, you sure
I
can.
do, yes.
Boom,
Zoom.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, ba-dum.
So haste is essentially about the same as it would be in D&D, of like using it to make one of your party members better at existing.
Zoom.
Yes. How do I delete this table?
You take an axe
How do I delete you?
and you chop it into several pieces. Like that one scene in Fantasia.
R/whoosh.
Well, that old spell template is just going to be there, I guess. Because I can't figure out how to delete it. Alright, so the haste is
okay.
they're now in your thingamahoozy. But so we've got haste, and you took sense foes, yeah, Knight?
See.
Alright, so you'll see in your spell description underneath the title, it's got essentially what the type is. So sense foes is information area, and the haste is a regular spell. They have essentially slightly different ways on how they work. So we'll go with the regular spell because it's easiest. But essentially, you roll to you have to roll under your skill level for the spell for it to go off. You need to spend, when it comes to the cost that it says, that is in fatigue points. So you have to spend fatigue points to do this, but it's only when it goes off. So unlike in D&D where you use a spell slot regardless, if you don't manage to cast your spell, you don't pay the cost.
Okay.
When it comes to casting a spell, unless it has a time to cast in there, it is automatically one turn of 1 second, and you have to do a concentrate maneuver in combat in order to cast it. For haste, though, it's 2 seconds, so you would need to do 2 rounds of concentrating on haste in order to do it. If you're attacked, you're going to have to roll to maintain your concentration, similar as in D&D. With haste, you've got a duration of 1 minute. That means by default, that spell will last for a minute. You don't have to maintain it. And so once you cast it, you'll spend 2 fatigue points, and then after that minute, you can choose to maintain it for another minute for 1 fatigue point. And you can essentially put more points in as well. So you see, per point added to the subject's move and dodge, you can just go, I'm going to spend 4 fatigue points to cast this, and add 2.
Can we see fatigue points again?
That should
Under
be...
point pool.
Yep, so it's around where your health is on the character sheet. It's under your basic attributes, I'm pretty sure. Now, for the information spells, for Philippa, so how that works is, you see there's a base cost of 1 but a minimum of 2. So what you're essentially doing is you can detect to see if there is people with hostile intent in the area, and essentially you are spending the amount of points per people you're trying, per people you're trying to detect hostility from. So if you're in a room with like 5 people, you can be like, yeah, I'm going to spend 5 points to sense if there's hostility between any of these people towards me. With both of these spells for area, you need to be able to touch everything realistically. And if you can't touch your target, then you will receive a -2 penalty. So if you're trying to cast cast haste on Brayden, for example, and you are not next to Brayden, but you still want to try and cast it, you can do so at a -2 penalty.
Right. Okay.
For fatigue points,
Yes.
is that kind of like levels of exhaustion in D&D, or is it kind of like spoons IRL?
So it's kind of like exhaustion. However, I'm not using the exhaustion style mechanics for this. Like with some of the rules, like some of the more advanced rules, add it so the lower you are on fatigue points, the more fatigued you are, right? But I decided not to use that for this because this is introducing all of us into the thing, and I wanted to have as few mechanics as possible. And that was just something too much to keep control of, especially because, like, from the get-go, I was having you guys using them in combat. So, yeah. Why no music? Give me music, you shit fuck. Sorry. So annoying.
Hit the fuck you say.
That's the thing that annoys me about Sirenscape, is it's a lot more just ambience as opposed to actually like background music, which is realistically what I want. There's not that many sound sets that actually have music in them, which annoys me.
Damn you, Sirenscape! Ah.
But yes, do we have any questions regarding magic? I'm obviously happy to jog us and do stuff as we go through and when you want to do them. Oh, the other big thing actually, so if you look on your character sheet at that skill, you'll see that it's got some information under the spell of like double cast time, double cost, I think. And that's because you are very fledgling with that spell. So you have to do like a big, like kind of ritual, say loud kind of command spell words. You do big movements and things with your arms, and it takes longer than someone who is more proficient.
Nice.
So if I just do that, throw you into here just for my reference. Yeah, so you'll see like under haste, ritual, you need to speak quietly and make a gesture. Regular caster point. Actually, no, that one's fine. Some of them, some of them it will start you off like lower, and the harder ones will mess you up for not being as skilled in them. I think it also might be because I dragged it onto Philippa's character sheet, who has a very high IQ, who has a pretty good IQ.
Morts.
But yes. All right. Are we good to go?
Yes.
What I
I
might
believe so.
do, actually, because we are at about the halfway point in time. So let's take a 10-minute break. Because get some water, bite to eat, whatever we need to do, stretch, and just like get out of the figuring out a computer program headspace so we can get back into it. Chat can have a relax and a break and a vibe, and we'll be back in about however long the break timer is.
Really oddly specific break time. What it
Alrighty,
is?
I will. I'll see you guys shortly. Chat. Hope you are having a good time. I'll see you guys in a mo. Oh, it's only 4 minutes. Oh no, it's 10 minutes. Never mind. Just started off at 4. Alright. I'm going to go... I don't know. Get a wine. All good.
Hi. Hello.
How about now?
Salve, I have coffee.
I have wine.
Coffee. I have vitamin C tablets. I just wanted to be uh, in on the conversation.
The true
Lemony
adult
fresh.
beverage.
Vitamin C. Don't want to get scurvy again.
You sure
That's the whole
don't,
story.
buddy.
Again?
Yeah, again.
the whole story.
During Daybreak, he was like recovering from scurvy. They were recovering from
Mhm.
scurvy, sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're an actual pirate.
It's called fruits and vegetables have no textures, so no eat. So-
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I know a few neurodivergent people who've had scurvy.
So I got diagnosed as a overcomplicated houseplant and got prescribed vitamin D.
There's a reason why I have Fern in my name.
Well,
Because you like to munch plants?
No, because I need vitamin D as well. I have
Oh,
to literally
see.
go touch grass at least half an hour a day. That's a whole thing as well.
let's just use this playlist of like Halloween music that I put together instead of trying to have Sirenscape give me music.
Is that the list that includes the when you change to a less spookier song, the song end up being spookier?
I
That playlist?
don't know. I put it together last year for Halloween.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Also, back in the character. My fucking leg! Ah! Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Now, do I let Angela have some healing magic? Let's open the book, which I should have done. I just didn't give myself enough time to prep today and forgot about it.
Oopsie daisies.
Mainly because I needed.
Didn't think that was your bitch, but Daisy.
And you're playing Vault Hunters today.
Well, yes, but that's not the issue. The issue was that I had less of my normal prep time because it was filled with pooping.
To poop o'clock.
I do that a lot.
I have 45
So
minutes
poops a lot.
to prep for stream, and unfortunately, 10 minutes was lost.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Alright.
like the whole 45 or something.
No,
Alright,
I'm
I'll
not.
give
I'm
him a lot
not
of
that
Crap
adept.
for it.
You're not that crap.
Shit. Nope, that's not where that is.
Ooh, boss music.
I'm here for it. Goyps, books, characters. Ooh! 'Tis an egg. I don't
Egg.
know any of the eggs from QSMP, so I have no knowledge.
Bobby Chingorn.
To me, all of them are Tallulah. Because that's the only one I know of its existence.
They're all egg to me.
Eggy!
Egg.
Egg.
Mm-hmm. Egg.
Magic. Healing spells.
Spilling owls.
Alright, I'm gonna let her attempt to do some healing on you. It's a more advanced spell, but I'll let her have it. This
I
doesn't
mean,
necessarily.
theoretically, I'll be fine in the morning.
This won't
but,
necessarily. Well, no, that's not how GURPS works.
You said 1 HP per day of rest?
Yeah, but you've got like an actual injury, which is gonna take time
that's
to
true.
recover.
That too. Not
I've got a broken leg. I'll be fine in the morning.
like the lacerations. You know what it is.
Well, don't be all cut up about it.
Can I kick you from the stream?
You can. You
would
easily
be solely
can.
without content. I'm just saying. I'm a delight. Oh. Bye, guys.
I love that you've only used these screens for memes and no actual in-game purpose yet.
No. There might be. To be fair, I only wanted it for legit one thing that I think happens at the end of this session. Maybe. Or at the start of next session. The important
this
thing
moves
is
exclusively.
the important thing is that I didn't mute Night when I did that. I look so pale because the book is very bright in front of me. Alright, but let's do a roll. That's a high roll. I am afraid that she doesn't manage to heal you any. But she does give you some herbs to heal the pain, and a bit of a and cleans the wound with a bit of a kind of antiseptic to prevent infection. But
Ouchie.
so I'll give you. I don't remember what penalty if I gave you a penalty for this.
I know you cut my speed down by 1. Is what I'm
Okay.
pretty sure happened.
I will allow you with this to spend a fatigue point to push through and be able to move at your normal movement for, say, 5 minutes. At choice. Like, it's not just keep doing it, but like if you think you're about to head into if you head into a combat, you can be like, all right, I'm gonna like push through this. I'm gonna put some fatigue into it, some extra finesse. I don't think any of
Finesse?
that was a word.
Vandangling.
Sure. Okay,
One of the
you
above.
are prepped. You have weapons. You have skills in said weapons. You have some magic on your side, and most importantly, you have some some antiseptic on your leg.
It stings like a son of a bitch. But it's anti.
It really does. It's pretty much just ethanol.
Ethanol, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's probably just fucking alcohol.
Yeah, it's just it's.
They don't
just
have any
distilled.
iodine
It's-
here, so
It's distilled alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, they just went to the pub across the road and said, "Hey, barkeep."
give me a shine, thank you. Then tipped it on my leg.
I mean, she'd have a supply of it. It's not just, hey, give me some moonshine. She'd have distilled some beer or some wine to get the ethanol out of it to use as.
So she did it ahead of time.
Yes, she's like a healer herbalist, so she had these on hand.
Yes.
Well, we've had our training montage. Now, what exactly are we meant to do? Do we go back to where we saw the carnage and work our way from there, or I'm kind of at a loss as to what we do. Like, does this town have a hunter maybe that can help us with tracking whatever took him?
At the moment, I'm just kind of treating as you guys are having a private conversation. If you do want to ask an NPC things, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm good with like crime scenes, but like not actually tracking people. So it's not my forte. I'm not a survivalist. I'm not a prepper. So
Look, if we happen to find a hunter, maybe they can also help us identify what the hell this thing is. Maybe we could even ask Megan if we have, like, she said she saw something else take someone else in this village.
I think
Maybe
she
we
said
can
some
get-
guy saw it.
Jerome got nicked.
Well, if they know what it is, maybe we can get more information on it. Know your enemy.
And his name.
I know our enemy, and it's Todd. Literally.
He's not our enemy. I don't understand where you guys are getting this information from.
Oh, I'm purely neutral in the situation.
You can tell he's lying
About what?
about not knowing anything.
I don't think he does.
I really love that Binky failed one insight roll last session, and she has just doubled down on this guy is the villain, and I'm here for
man.
it.
Yeah. No, he's evil. Fuck it.
Like, fuck this guy.
Nice to me once, and now I will fight to the death for him.
Do you know
Fool
what you
me
can do?
once, and that's all you need.
Do you know?
I'm
do you-
like
do you
a
know what you
cat,
can do?
okay? Feed me once.
Do you know what you can do there, Juno? If you think he's the villain, don't you want to find him anyways?
No. I've got better things to do, to be honest. I'll get ahead of everyone. I'll learn to churn butter now.
Don't you know how to churn butter already?
Nah, man. I don't know anything.
I don't know, you're so...
All I know is TikTok.
I don't think that'll apply in this world.
Exactly. That is why Juno is getting ahead of the curve by learning butter churning.
I'm sorry, are
I
you
mean, you
implying
could-
that Brayden knows how to churn butter? Why does Brayden know how to churn butter?
Have you not made butter before? It's just shaking cream.
No, like who's made butter
You
before?
put-
Me.
It's not a
girl,
normal
I've made butter.
skill.
It's really easy to make.
You just put cream in a jar and you shake
it. Yeah. And it's just
It's like the
same
best
motion.
fidget toy ever, and then you get
It's
to
just
spread
the
it on
same.
bread afterwards. I'm just saying.
Same motion for 10 minutes, and then you've got butter.
That's not usually what I get after the same motion for 10 minutes, but okay.
You get butter cream. If that counts. But no, yeah, it's
Anyway,
Yeah, the butter did cream.
you're not
spread it
wrong.
on toast. Alright, anyway. Butter tangent aside, I was like, excuse me? This is not a normal thing to know how to churn butter. Or maybe I'm just a city boy.
You are a city boy. That
I'm a
is
city
true.
boy too, and I've made butter.
Oh well. Greater than bloats over knowing how to make butter.
Weird flex, but okay.
Okay. So is it the same day still?
Yes.
How tired are we? It's been a long day.
Fairly. It's up to you on whether you want to push through it. I'm not going to give you any disadvantages for continuing today, just because I don't want to... I don't necessarily want to force your hands with timings, per se. But it's up to you on if you want to wait and give more time between the incident and when you arrived, Todd.
Yeah, I was more worrying about night time in the forest. There's more to my worry.
Yeah, I'll say it's probably late afternoon, so that is certainly a worry.
And I
Every moment
expressed
we
the-
wait is another moment he could be dead.
Good.
That is very true. Very true. And he's like our only lead to get us out of here too.
I guess.
Any information he could possibly give us is worth it. But as well as we want to find him alive. Can I potentially go find Megan and ask her a few things, or like?
Yeah, of course. She's kind of staying close by her father at the moment, not wanting to stray too far.
Sort of like stick my head in the doorway and be like, hey, I had a question if possible.
Yeah. What's up? How can I help you?
I was actually wondering if you guys had a like a hunter or someone who knows the woods well in this town.
We did.
Oh,
Jerome was our hunter, and he was taken by the same creature that's taken your friend.
I see. I'm sorry. Do you by chance know anything about this creature?
Honestly, no. We found a very similar scene to what Megan's told me that you guys found. We don't have anyone who is willing to leave their families behind if things go badly, to go check things out more.
And you haven't heard from him since.
No. This would have been about a week ago. It's why I was in the
Okay.
forest, because people have been too afraid to go into the woods, and I know we're running low on some things.
Well, you're very brave.
Stupid, more like it.
They go both hand in hand. Come on.
Be that as it may, do we potentially have any maps of the area if we don't have anyone? Is there...
We don't have any kind of official maps of the area, especially like around the woods, but I can jot down some kind of rough markings and stuff for you if you'd like.
that would... anything you could give us would be amazing.
Alright. He shuffles into like some shelves and stuff. And he whispers something to Megan, and she kind of like rushes out of the house to go do an errand. Alright. And he starts putting together a very kind of makeshifty map. Let's... whiteboard, come to me.
Whiteboard. Come hither.
It's a weird spell.
Yeah, well...
Summon whiteboard.
I'm white and bored. I'm just saying.
It's not a very nice thing to say to your DM. Alright then.
The first one's irrelevant. The second one is just an insult. And what is Juno doing? Juno?
You know, it's just Jay chilling, checking their
We
nails,
talk
kind of just
about June. No,
I think
no,
observing
no,
the scene
no.
because they don't really care whether or not they save Todd, but it's like, you know.
And then just Braden turns to you and is like, remember, if we can make it out of this, more goon vodka couch.
Is what Juno does.
Just rolls her eyes.
Yeah. I realized I did that and then I was like, maybe people didn't see that.
Rolling eyes. Just over exaggerated it.
Another egg. There you go.
Egg.
For you an egg in this trying time.
Yes,
No.
this is Leonardo. Or Tallulah, as you say. Not me doing my Etsy orders whilst I play D&D.
That's fair.
Silly.
D&D-ish, sorry.
It's one of those things of like you want to use the D&D name because like it's what people like kind of understand a lot better, but also we're not using that that IP and property.
Yep.
Because fuck Wizards of the Coast.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do. Where is my phone so I can take a picture of this little map that I wasn't able to fully rub off all the words because they have been on there for too long. But it just
So he grabbed
kind of looks like
a scrap
texture.
piece of paper. So he grabbed a scrap piece of paper with like markings and stuff on it. Gotcha.
Yeah, so he's just being pretty much. It's just nice texture, you know. I'll throw that in resources.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Bum ba-dum bum bum. Alright, so this cluster of houses here is the village. That's, I think Trebek is what I called it. Trekken. Almost. And these two X's are the two different spots that these scenes have been found. The one closest to the village is the one that Megan has told me where it was, roughly, and the other X is where we found where Jerome was taken. The dotted lines is the Great River and its forks, and the straight lines are the various roads and main paths in the immediate area. And the trees are just, there's general woods and forest.
There's just trees.
There are
Everywhere.
precisely 7 trees in that one area.
There's precisely 7 trees in that one area. Right, and 9 in the other one. Gotcha.
Absolutely. 4
This
right
is-
there.
This is really helpful. This is really helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It gives us something to go off at least. It's much appreciated.
Just be careful. We haven't really said anything, but you know, the spider webs and the weird
Do you have like
footprint things really say, you know, one kind of thing to me, but yeah. I'm not a monster expert.
Sounds like big spider.
We haven't had any monsters or creatures like that here at all. It's only been the last couple months that things have gotten quite hairy and dangerous.
Yeah.
What was it like before?
The woods. There were some dangers like bears and things, but nothing
It was clean shaven.
abnormal, nothing ratipede or giant spidery.
Right.
Okay.
Even though you guys had magic and things like that?
Yeah, it doesn't mean we've got monsters nearby.
Interesting.
Deal for humans.
Do you think a village would survive so close to a woods with dangerous monsters in it for, like, we wouldn't settle here.
I don't know, you guys have magic!
We have one magic user and she's not that proficient. This guy's suddenly gotten an accent in between the break, I don't know why. I think it's just got a gravelly voice, so my brain immediately goes pirate. Yarr.
You wouldn't happen to have any like spare supplies that you could potentially part with, do you? Like a torch or something?
And with that, Megan comes in with a with like a couple like wrapped bundles, possibly from Angela. Just some kind of supplies with you, some kind of herbs that act as like painkillers, like just kind of some kind of flatbreads and stuff to kind of keep you going, and a small vial of antiseptic and things like that. And yeah, they're happy to give you a torch.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much. This will help us along on our way.
Thank you, Kylie.
Of course, thank you so much for saving my girl. It means a lot.
At least that we could do. Being dropped in the middle of nowhere, so we'll see what we can do.
Hopefully we'll see each other again. And soon.
I'll hold you to it. You come back, alright? Please.
We come back.
To the woods!
I like you. Even that one. And she points at Juno.
You're just kind of.
They're like licorice, a desired taste, but they go alright.
Ew. I fucking hate licorice. But it's weird because I actually like Jaeger and stuff. Like I like a lot of aniseed based liquors, but I don't like licorice. It's weird. I don't know why. Maybe if licorice got me drunk, I'd like it.
Is it called licorice because it's liquor-ish?
Just like this is D&D-ish.
I'm not acknowledging that, Binky. I'm not acknowledging.
Is it?
No.
I have no clue.
Aw.
Licorice is derived from aniseed, and that's the flavor. And so there's several liquors that are aniseed
Licorice
based, such as Jaeger and
Therefore,
absinthe.
I thought Jaeger was just cough syrup.
Zan.
I thought-
I assume it's
Yeah,
aniseed.
this is
And Sambuca.
Yeah.
Sambuca is also aniseed.
I like your words, Magic Man.
I had some fun in my early 20s.
The first time I had Jaeger, it was out of a teapot.
Was that at World Bar?
No. It was Jaeger bombs, and it was served out of a teapot around a campsite in the Victorian High Country.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, if you're drinking from a teapot in Sydney, that's at World Bar, baby. Even though it doesn't exist anymore.
I've never been there.
You can't now. Shut down a few years back.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
All right.
don't die,
Can we
okay?
get this over with? I don't plan on it. But all right. See you guys soon then.
All right.
Okay.
Do you do anything else before you head out? And so you're going out now, you're not staying the night or anything?
I think time for us is
Time is
more
of
of
the
a.
essence.
Yeah, like, is it getting dark or anything?
It's around, I'd say like around like getting like 4:35ish, so it's not getting dark yet, but you might have an hour or so of daylight.
Let's go.
I respect it.
Into the thick of it.
Yeah.
Into the woods, into the woods.
All right. Torchbearer. Following you. Step, 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 step.
Okay. You make your way into the woods. Are you... What's your plan? Where are you heading to? Like, what are you doing?
It's gonna be heading back to
In the bloody tree.
where we sort of saw the last of Todd, or like the remains of like where we found the knife, rather, I guess.
My favorite game franchise,
Try
The
to-
Last of Todd.
The last of Todd.
Yeah, so you're heading to that. Essentially the first X on the map.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
This is a bot. Alright, so it takes about half an hour to get back to the site. The light it's hitting that point where it's about to start dimming. You've still got another half hour or so of realistic light, but it's going to slowly diminish over that half hour as twilight and dusk set in. What do you do from here? I mean, let's wait for Philippa, but... Traitor.
I'm here. I'm just grabbing something. Sorry.
Disgusting behavior. Alright, what do you do?
I'd say we go start following the tracks that go north.
At night?
I mean, dusk is the best time to stalk a giant spider
A scary monster.
through the woods.
Exactly.
In a
Okay.
possible dimension that
Halloween.
you are not familiar with.
And canonically, in game, still on Halloween.
Okay.
Possibly. Depends on the passage of time between the two dimensions.
The Halloween passage of time.
Lol.
They said it! They did it! They said it! Oh my god!
I'm listening. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say let's start following these tracks.
Alright.
Don't really have much
Hey.
else to go off. So
Alright, so as the light is starting to get harder to see in, I will get you to roll a let's go a perception. Let's go a vision check.
Well, both of us?
Well, it depends. Who is, like, one person following the tracks? Are you all working together? Like, what's the kind of goal?
Oh, I guess Juno's kind of just trailing behind me, like, no, we got, like, you know when, like, teenagers follow moms and they're like, oh, no, we would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Philippa is holding the torch, yes?
Yeah, I've got the torch out in front of me, and I'm sort of just
Really holding the torch for
sweeping
Todd,
it
huh?
like. So we're just sort of like sort of scanning across the floor, trying to differentiate whether we can see any maybe tracks of blood, like any sort of like drips and drops, or like if there's any claw marks on the trees, or I don't know, anything to go off really.
All right.
I will
And
be.
the footprints that we saw earlier as well.
Yeah.
All right. Brayton, I'm gonna get you to do a vision check.
Mm-hmm.
-1. For just keeping track of the tracks. In the diminishing light. Philippa. I'll get you to do a vision check -2, just because you've got like the flame next to your eyes, and if I remember correctly, you have bad eyes. Anyway, so
Just a little
and
bit.
the things you're looking for are a bit less, like, kind of straight in front of you. Like you're looking for some more nichey things.
Okay, so that would be what? Vision, I guess.
Yeah, vision, and I'll give you a -2. Sorry, was
Okay.
that a critical success you got, Dal? Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, you're gonna have
well,
no
straight off
problem
the
following
bat.
the tracks.
Hyper focus. Let's fucking do this.
Autism
I
tunnel
critted
mode
on-
activate.
I critted on one of my dice, so big fat no.
Exceptional. I mean,
Of course, what my dice roll well when I don't want them to roll well. I'm just saying.
in this, a crit is not a 6. It's the other way around.
It's a crit fail,
Mm,
I guess.
Alright, by how much did you fail? Like, what
a
did you
6,
roll?
a
What was
5,
your
and a
skill?
3 when I needed an 8.
So
Fell by
not
6.
good then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You. The light, like the flickering of the torch, is kind of messing with your ability to pick up on things in the diminishing light, and the things you're looking for are just kind of scratches in trees and like specks of blood. You really struggle with your poor vision, with your like already not that great vision, and yeah. No, you don't find anything, unfortunately. Braden, however, holy shit, the Vision King is what they call him back in high school. Call them back in high school. Yeah, you are going to have no issues at all following the tracks, and you will not have to do any follow-up rolls to follow the tracks through the time. Alright, so...
One of the circumstances where I usually roll like shit, but it's helping me out in this case.
yeah, you take all your curse dice and use them for GURPS.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've
Honestly.
done here. I usually roll
I'm
like
thinking
shit.
about doing.
So rolling with this for GURPS. is
Time
lovely.
to break out the
It's-
dice jail, baby!
Only
Alright.
D6s, please. Thank you.
So it takes about... let's say about 20 minutes to get to the next kind of site. And it's pretty much kind of heading directly through there just by happenstance. And it looks very similar to the site that you found where Todd was, except the webs are washed away a bit, and the blood is a lot harder to see. The tracks are still fresh because you're following the current ones that seem to have just gone through this area. But there certainly was a disturbance here. There's still, like, bark being rubbed off the trees. But about this point is the sun is towards the bottom of its setting. So this is really where the night will set in. You've been off for about an hour, and that hour of daylight you had is gone. However, because of that exceptional roll, Brayden will still be able to follow the trail regardless with the torchlight.
Yeah.
Do you want to examine
Sight.
things here? Do you want to keep going? What's the go?
Might have a bit of an examine just to see whether we can maybe find anything. So just like kick up the leaf litter a bit, maybe look around.
Okay. Is there a skill that you want to use for this? Or just like a general perception? Like, do you have something
Just
that you think is
in
equatable?
general, really.
Alright, so we'll
Not
go
really,
for a
because
perception roll.
it's already been established I have shit eyesight.
Yeah, we'll go for a perception roll, and just go with whatever your, like, eyesight penalty. Although you're wearing glasses, so... I mean, I don't know about other people, but I find that I see way worse in the dark when I'm wearing my glasses, but I don't know if that's just a me thing.
No, I feel that.
So I'll give you a -1. Because glasses are weird in different light levels.
Cool. No. A 6, 6, and a 5.
Oh. Damn.
That might be a
No.
crit fail. Is that a 6, 6, and a 5?
6, 6, 5.
I'm pretty sure that's a crit. Pretty sure a 3 and a 4 are a crit, and a 17 and 18 are a crit fail.
Well, the duality of the last two rolls, am I right?
It's a zone of
These
extremes.
dice
here.
are exceptional. I need to get rid of them.
We are in a zone of extremities. These dice are exceptional. I have to get rid of them. That's such a good line.
These dice roll too well.
Dear Mithril Foundry, your dice rule. I have to get rid of them.
I need to suck more.
Wait them to be
Please
bad.
put more suck into your dice.
Don't they know I want ones?
Not sixes. My goodness.
You try your best, but you're struggling with the vision, and to a point where you're starting to get a little bit of a headache from just existing and doing this. I'm going to take away a fatigue point from you.
Ooh.
And no, you don't find anything.
Yeah, I got that.
Brayden goes like, hey, you okay there?
Not really. I feel like a bit of a headache coming on now.
I'm pretty sure they gave us paracetamol.
Yeah, I might take.
I guess
those.
kind of. Like, no.
The closest
but-
approximation to, like the closest approximation to it at least.
They've got a bit of a, yeah, painkillery thing, if you think it's worth the usage.
Drink some water. Take your glasses off. I don't know. Let me do the looking for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Hey, Juno, you stabbed anyone yet?
Is Juno able to like look around but not look like she's looking around kind of thing, you know?
Alright. I'm just looking at your skills. Alright, I'm gonna ask you to first give me an int roll -2.
Okay. 5 and a 2 and a 1. That's 6, 7, 8. Intelligence is 11. That -2 is...
So you gotta get below 9. Which, that's...
Oh, I got 8!
You sure do. Okay. Now, I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 1 and a 4 and a 5. So that's 10. Oh,
10.
perception's 11. Just.
Heck yeah, baby,
Hey.
let's go! Alright,
We can
yeah.
see things.
You get to look around, and you get to look all cool while you do it.
Oh, so swiggity swooty.
Absolutely, because in a situation like this, optics is all that's important. Alright, you look around a bit. As I said, this happened like a week ago, so a lot of the remains and things are kind of weather-worn. There's definitely not as much like web that you saw at the site with Todd. You can definitely see there's some fresh bark rubbing from the trees. It's not just from like a week ago. You can spot like a couple what seems to be some fresh blood and like kind of draggy marks. But mostly everything seems quite week old.
Okay. All right. If you want anything, Juno? Or like Braden's, I am looking and like trying to discern the next step to take in the right direction, which is comes.
Yeah, I don't know if going this way's a good idea. It looks kind of worn.
You can discern from that then?
Yeah, that's. The thing is, we need to. Much as that hates us, I think we need to head towards the danger in this case, which is,
Much as I hate to say, I think you're right. He's not going to be anywhere where this monster isn't.
Yeah,
Is he
the
gonna
odds.
be alive anyways? Like, what's the point?
Well,
we have to assume he is.
Schrodinger's Todd.
I mean, the real question to ask yourself is, would Laffy really kill his favorite OC at the moment?
The answer is maybe.
Absolutely. 100%.
Alright.
Schrodinger's Todd is what we're going off.
We have to go off the assumption that he is still alive. We need him.
Fuck, it's hot. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ, sorry. I'm so hot right now.
Sorry, I'll move.
You're right.
Alright. I mean, get it fucking over and done with, I guess. Can I roll for confidence? Because I believe, Brayden believes the odds are not in their favor.
When you say roll for confidence, is this a self-confidence or like an inspiring confidence?
Last time I did this roll, I critical succeeded it and got Juno to come along and fight. I believe Brayden would like to do it to try and get us moving. Even though it's they think it's not the bestest idea, but we have to do it.
Alright, roll whatever you rolled last time, if you remember.
I believe it is to all skills whenever you believe the odds are against you, which I believe is an intelligence -3 because it's like a persuasion type roll, which is intelligence
Cool.
and -3.
Go for it.
Alright, this is not a nice roll. I have to get a 9 or below.
Woofed.
Painfully average is what it was. Okay. I rolled a 3 and a 4 so far. Okay.
Is that not what you have to roll in the 2 dice? No, that's a 7.
Well, I have to roll 3 dice.
Well, yes, but my math told me that, which was wrong math, told me that you rolled your skill level in those 2 dice.
Oh no.
It's called girl math.
I got 13, which is a fail.
Satch. No, you don't inspire your colleagues. Is the word that my brain came up with. It's not right, but whatever.
Couch potatoes.
How do you do, fellow couch potatoes? But you don't like de-inspire anyone. You're not feeling inspired, so react how you would to that.
We're literally just 3 people standing around in a forest just going,
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting kind of late. Like, wouldn't it just be better if we went out tomorrow? Maybe with some other people. Maybe if we really want to.
in all honesty, I don't think anyone will come out with us.
I don't think we're gonna survive if we go out now at night with who knows how many fuckos are gonna be out there trying to kill us.
Yeah, with the darkness, everything's is against our favor. And if we have to fight, that's even worse.
Am I able to roll something leadership?
You may.
Something leadership.
That is something you have.
So do I roll under an 8? Is that what I meant to do?
An 8 or lower.
Okay, cool. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, shit, wait, I got 2 5s. And a 2.
That's fine. Even if you got all 5s, it's not a crit fail.
Oh, really? Not even 5 5 6?
5 6 6 is a crit fail. Alright, what... What were you trying to lead them to do? To, like, go
Go
back?
back to the village. Yeah, man, let's go back.
Okay. That is not effective. You do not feel particularly like
Feel like we're at an impasse
you
here.
want to listen to that.
Every moment we waste is a moment that he could be dying.
And a moment that we could be hunted by something.
Yeah,
I own a pen.
I see it from both sides here. And the thing is, would we even be able to make it back to the village?
No, we wouldn't be able to. Because there's no way he's less than an hour out, and sundown's probably in 2 hours, probably.
It's sundown now.
Oh.
It's dark.
I mean, like, as it's dark, we might get lost on the way back to the village. It's more so.
Like
At least here we have
an
a
hour
definite-
into your journey.
At least here we got a definite line we can something to follow.
This mess all over again. Sorry.
Honestly, why don't we just talk to the magic lady? You know? See if what all that magic is about. See if she can figure something out for us.
Again, that requires us trying to get back to the village at pitch darkness. Which could come with its
Alright, let's go back.
I agree.
I think we, yeah.
So you're going back?
As hard of a decision it has to be, we have to.
Okay.
Or at least from this spot here, we can go west and then follow the road.
Yeah. So you think you can probably save about 15 minutes not following the tracks and stuff and following like the mappy thing. But it'll still be another like 45 minutes to get back, you think?
Fresh in the morning, I guess.
Alright. And hey, tomorrow you can follow the road and pick off where you left off a little bit easier. Alright, you start making your way back. You head what you assume is east, west, that's the one. Based on the direction the tracks are going. As you make your way through the woods, you start to hear some scary sounds, some ominous things, some wolves howling, some chitters and screams of small creatures. It feels like something's eyes are watching you. The hair stands up on the back of your neck, making you feel tense and anxious. Do you
And Sfer?
alter how you're doing things and walking?
Is Juno wait, if we haste, is it only one person?
Haste is just on one person, yes.
Okay, can Juno haste themselves?
Yo! I love the selfishness that is Juno. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'll
go fast.
So fucking good.
Gotta go fast.
Bye guys.
Pull up my reference if I don't lose it, like I often do.
Wait, what? Where's she going?
Okay, so
Bye.
I need you to make a roll for your haste skill.
Oh shit. Yep.
Does it say there that the cost is doubled? I'm not sure. It says under the spell it should
Cast
have.
is 2. Ritual need both hands and feet free. Must speak. Time 2 times. Is that what you
Okay.
mean?
Okay, so it means it takes longer
regular-
to cast it.
Right. Regular cost 2 points. Maintain half. Time 2 sec. Duration 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, so when you cast it it'll be 4 seconds instead of 2 seconds to cast, but that's fine.
Right.
Um,
That's fine. Yeah.
So if you want to roll your skill or under in the haste spell.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, 5 and a 2. That's a 7. Oh fuck. Okay, I got a 1.
Holy shit. And you're at what, a 10 or an 8 is your skill level in that?
A 9.
Fuck yeah. Alright, hell yeah. Okay. Your move and dodge scores go up by, I think, 1. Yeah, it goes up by 1 for a minute.
Wow,
costs-
nice.
And it costs, well, you can choose to put more points into it. So it's 2 for 1, or you could do up to 6 to get the 3
Oh?
of the fatigue points. So essentially, the more points you put into it, the stronger the spell it is.
Oh, okay. How many is bare minimum?
2.
Okay, I'll just use 2 then.
Alright,
So I think I'm on 6 now?
sure. However many
'Cause
you
I remember
spent
you
last time, and
Yeah, like a fuck
something
ton
like
last
that, so-
time.
alright, so that lasts for up to a minute. Once that minute is up, you can spend 1 point to maintain it for another minute if you would like to.
Okay.
Alright, you are suddenly an Olympic power walker.
Shh, moving.
Heel ball toe, heel ball toe, heel ball toe! Alright, she does a big song and dance, casting spells and shit. Very loud. Takes a few seconds. As you're just watching her be like,
Oh shit, it's very loud too.
"Hoo,
My bad."
hee, ha."
Oops.
I speak to the spirits of the Zoom. Give me the
Brayden.
zoomies.
Raiden pulls
Have you
out
heard
the
about our Lord and Savior
spear.
Sonic?
Gotta go fast.
No. Oh my god.
Saying
If
Yeah,
Sonic
Brayden-
is a god,
But you're so right. You're so right.
I could
Seeing
kill
that,
God,
Brayden.
and I don't care if there's a difference.
Yeah. So seeing that loud Finesco, Brayden reaches up, just slowly just grabs the spear. Tightening the leather strap.
Give her a pointy
Dun,
point in
dun,
the
dun.
butt.
Okay. Okay. Forward.
Alright, well, Juno is a little bit faster now. And is
bit.
taking full advantage of it. I mean, you get like an extra like meter per second, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. Is it not bad?
Is it not bad?
How do you guys respond to this? them just
Souls
fucking-
guys.
Yeah.
I mean, my
Their
favorite thing
response to
about it is
Brayden-
like she can only hold it for so long as well. So you like probably like will just catch up at some point, especially because like
The
you were not a
response-
fit human being.
It's okay,
Yeah, so-
guys. It's okay.
So the response was Brayden taking out the sphere and making sure the shield's set properly.
Fair. All right. You'll continue.
Philip is just like,
How long do you maintain your spell for? It's an extra 1 point per minute.
Also, maybe 2 points worth.
All right, so you go for a total of 3 minutes.
Yep. That's a good old at least 200 meters. Surely. No, that's a lot. I don't know.
All right. You race on ahead. After your 3 minutes. Oh, you're feeling a bit fucked. Considering your fatigue levels are not super great to start with. You are not, as they say, le fit. But you're okay to keep up your standard pace. You're tired. And that was 3 minutes of a 45-minute walk home. Well,
Okay,
realistically,
worth.
let's say a 40-minute walk, 35-minute walk now for you, which is the extra distance you've traveled.
See, worth.
You can pass out on the road, wait for a bit, and then Brayden can carry you. Perfect.
Exactly.
I wish I had
See,
haste
it'll all work out.
purely- I wish I had haste purely to get across some of the pedestrian crossings I have to get across on my way to work. I swear.
No. The ultimate use of haste is to cast it on slow walkers in front of you.
Yes.
So
I
they
guess.
can hurry the fuck up.
But you'd have to cast it so many times, though.
I mean, a minute is enough to often get to be dealt with a pedestrian who's in front of you.
But what
If you-
about
if you
all of the
use, like-
pedestrians in front of you?
If
It's
you
not
use
just
like
one.
a spell,
Well, then
like
you have to be a
gust,
very good spellcaster.
If you use like gust and just blow them all off the walkway, simple.
Sorry,
Mm.
boss. I can't come to work today because I used all my fatigue points trying to get slow walkers out of
Into
my way
work.
yesterday.
Sorry, I can't come to work today, boss. Someone blew me off on a bridge.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, blew me off a bridge.
Both?
Okay.
Anyway, yes. All right. So,
Going to Philippa. Can you run, Philippa?
Yeah, I can jog. Let's go.
I've ran marathons, but this shouldn't be too hard to try and catch up at least.
keep in mind your leg.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I want to push through for the next 5 minutes, please.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, that'll be a fatigue waypoint.
Guys, let's just fuck ourselves over. For whatever. I'm
We're
scared.
just walking home at this stage, and we're gonna come
very
out of it worse.
fast walking
Honestly,
home.
when
yeah,
you're tired,
literally.
you're out at night, regardless if it's the woods, even if you're just at a 5-minute walk away from the shops, it's oh, I'm tired. Can I just Uber it? I will spend way too much money to avoid this 5-minute walk right now. I get this. I respect all of this.
Yeah, let's
We're hightailing it. Let's go.
yeah.
The eyes still seem to be on you. the back of your neck. The goosebumps intensify. You
Yippee.
hear some snarling behind you. I say to these two, you're fine. You're just running like a champ.
Flag.
Say to the bushes, no, nein, niet. There's several different languages.
Bad bush.
Suddenly you hear a great roar. Something akin to a bear. And snarlings and as it seems whatever was stalking you now has other concerns.
Okay, cool. Let's just get this.
After a bit of you kind of trying to work your pace and you kind of falling a bit more into with your fitness levels, you do manage to catch each other up with about 15 minutes left of the journey.
It's pretty good.
Hey, bit of a heads up. Next time, Juno, if you're running, we're running. God, man. Shit.
I think you guys got yourselves covered.
I do really love
I
the,
thought-
hey, can I cast haste on multiple people? No? Alright, just me then. Not just, alright, I won't do
Right,
it. Not just, okay, I won't do it. Just, alright, just me, let's go.
I can run fine normally, Juno.
Fuck yeah.
My legs fucked.
Should have put it on down. My bad. But also Juno wouldn't though, so.
No. Absolutely. This is your character.
Dow, don't put it on Dow. Put it onto Brayden. Thank you.
We don't have
Oh, man.
enough sessions for there to be enough character development for Juno.
Oh, Juno's just
no,
a bitch
no.
the whole time.
Yeah. Hence the auto introducing name thing earlier.
Mm.
Okay. I am doing alright in tired levels, but I don't want to overwork the leg, that's all.
Philippa sort of like sidles up to you and sort of puts a arm underneath you and sort of tries to brace you a little bit.
Thanks, and then Brayden will use the spear as point down as a walking stick. To help on the other side of the body too.
The last 15 minutes goes fairly uneventfully. You make it back to town. What do you do from there?
Collapse in the middle of the street and sleep there.
Is there any
I
like
respect it.
stables in the village?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say there's a stables next to the inn.
Good old read too many fantasy novel books trope. Just go find a stable.
I mean, a lot of the fantasy books I've read and stuff, I'm like, ah yes, they slept in a bush. That's a lot of the travel in Wheel of Time, baby. Ah, I'll just sleep in a bush, whatever.
I
Yeah.
don't
you.
read.
Philippa just
I can
sees
tell.
Brayden sort of like just like collapse into a stable and she's just like she goes and knocks on Megan's door.
Like, I mean, I guess it's like only like
Yeah.
45 minutes an hour after sundown.
Yeah, if you like, I wouldn't say they would have collapsed into the stable. They would have just been looking for one, unless you brought up that idea.
See, I don't like the idea of like horse bugs. I don't know.
Horse bugs? What's
I
a
don't
horse
know,
bug?
like don't horses have like bugs or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not the one named Felipe.
What?
Linguistic joke, everybody.
Which I choose not to acknowledge.
Oh,
Mainly because I
Don't
don't
worry,
quite
y'all,
get it.
he
I
never
assume
acknowledges me.
it's a reference to like Philip as a horse character in something.
uh,
Right. Do you want to go back to Otto and Megan?
Yeah, I'm just sort of knocking on their door. Hello.
Give me a second. So Otto opens up. There's a kind of candle on the table. How did it go?
amazing. So good. Wow.
We really couldn't find much, and the dark isn't doing as much. I really hate to be a bother, but do you have space for the night, potentially, just like on the floor somewhere?
Yeah, let me just move this table out of the way and you can sleep on the rug. I don't have a lot
You need a
of...
hand?
Yeah, if you could, actually. And you both just kind of work to just, like, move the table back off the rug while keeping everything on it not tumbling and falling.
Thank you, Otto. I really hate to ask, but we really have nowhere else to go.
No, it's alright.
I did learn one thing. So the creature, we went to both spots on the map, and the tracks led from one to the other. So it may be like a routine track it walks along often.
Interesting. Very interesting. Could just be a standard route to its lair wherever it lives.
Yeah.
I know there's
Some of the
some caves up that way, maybe. I'm not sure.
It's as good as any. Either that or we
Sounds
just
dangerous.
sit on the trail somewhere and just wait for it to waltz by.
no.
The waiting game does not seem like an excellent plan.
Not really. I'm not all that good at waiting.
Now, we are at the 3-hour mark. This isn't necessarily the end of what I had planned for today, but I'm happy to leave it up to Binky of whether or not you want to call it here, or keep going for another
Yeah,
hour
are
or
we
so.
able to? Because I think I'm dying. Like, I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I've
totally
been kind
fine.
of just like,
I'm also dying. I had a long day at work today.
That is
I'm
Yeah.
totally,
I'm
totally
down.
fine.
Hi, Del.
Get
I'm dying.
fucked. But yeah, I'm totally happy to call this as the session. We should be able to get everything that I want done. Let's be honest, session 3 was the lightest of them all, so hopefully we should be good to get everything done next time. And I'll find a way to it regardless. Because I know we don't really have time to after next week. Like, our schedules just no longer align. So, and that's fine. I have a week to do all of the art. But on the bright side, I don't have to flesh things out as much. So I can probably do less art.
Ooh la la.
So, in today's session, we have found and done more investigation around Todd's disappearance. There were rubbed off... the phrase "rubbed off trees" does not. I don't like anything about that.
No.
Rubbed off some wood.
Mm-hmm.
But there was trees with significant amounts of bark rubbed off them, in torso height. There was cobwebs, spider webs. There were big spider leg-like footprints in sets of, let's say 8.
Wow!
Holy
Wow! Amazing.
goddamn shit!
That's some information Braden would have known from his from their critical perception. In that case.
Yes. Well, I very much hinted towards it, but also
Yes.
you're not a tracker. You don't necessarily know how to interpret animal tracks that well.
No, not at all.
Like, you
Not at
can examine the ballistics per se and the aging of the blood, but you are not a hunter.
No. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
You made your way back to Trekken, the nearby village that Megan was from. You gained some skills in some weapons and some magic. You got some herbs and some supplies and a map before heading off. With an
Find a place to
hour
stay.
left of daylight, which wasn't enough daylight in hindsight. So you found your way to the second attack site and then headed back so that you could rest and go back at it in the morning. Dal, what did you do today that you think is worth an XP point?
Ooh. Good question. Thinking. Wasn't any, at least to myself at least, there wasn't any outstanding moments for Braden this session. Pretty average. The only thing I can think of is sharding as Todd. As a line.
Just a good joke.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nightcur, what did you do today that you thought is worth XP?
Not a lot. I guess for a little bit of leadership on asking for like supplies, I guess.
That was good.
All right. I'll give you a point for that. Anything else?
Hokies. Being generally awesome's worth a point. I told some really good jokes in there somewhere.
I don't think you did. Binky, what do you think was worth some XP?
Honestly, yeah. Similar to everyone else, I think not really much. But Magic the Gathering, question mark?
I really liked that roleplay bit. Absolutely, you get a point for that.
Yippee!
Dal, what did other people do that you think is worth XP?
I do like that Binky was sticking with the fuck Todd inside role from last session, playing that through to this one too. I do appreciate that continuity. I did like that.
Honestly, yes. So you have been playing the role-playingness of your character and your brain in a way that negatively impacts what you're trying to achieve. So I will absolutely no, like in a way that like you aren't just going, oh, this is gonna hurt me, so I'm not gonna do this. Like you are still role-playing well and properly, and you as a party are having to overcome that. So I'm actually gonna give you 2 XP for that because I think it's really good role-playing.
Also, Souls guys.
It's cool though.
Knight, do you have anything that you think other people did that you think are worth XP?
Yes, they were just cool people. Yeah. I like that Brayden helped to keep the like sort of things, I guess, balanced a little bit more. Like you had the two extremes of Juno and Philippa sort of like yes, no, and then Brayden was a good tie breaker.
Yeah. Alright, I'm happy for Dal to have an XP there. Bimbap?
No, honestly, I was just gonna say the same thing. Like, I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, it was like a really nice, like, sort of like, for lack of a better term, like team comp moment, you know?
Mediator role?
Yeah, or it's like, I think everyone stood their ground in like a very believable way. Like the way that Felipe was just like, no, we're not gonna leave Todd. What the fuck? I was like, why do you hate him so much? Like, yeah, it makes sense, you know? Like, constantly giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, it makes sense, you know?
No, I think everyone is playing their character very well and very confidently. I'm happy to give Dal and Knight another piece of XP for that.
Yippee.
I need to stop putting away my sheet.
Oh, I thought of something that was also a joke,
Oh,
but
we
kind
should
of
do that.
still roleplay. Was me introducing Juno as bitch.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because also, it,
that was so
like,
good.
yeah.
And I really enjoyed that Philippa rolled with it too. It's like, oh, there's definitely a hyphen in there as a linguistics person.
Yeah, yeah. That was good, that was good.
Yeah, alright, you two can have some XP for that. I like that. That was an enjoyable
No.
bit. And, like, absolutely, like, after everything Juno's put you two through, that is such a believable bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The least believable thing was the fact that you let it slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, in my defense, literally like 6 fatigue points, hello? But yeah. I think I was tired personally.
Well, yes. Very
But
fair.
also, 2 minutes later, Juno called herself a bitch. So,
Yeah.
Well, yes. Look, she knows you ain't lying.
No.
They know you ain't lying.
no.
Okay.
It was good though.
I don't know how much XP I just handed out.
I have 3.
Cool. I think you probably had the least, so 3 is an amount I'm happy with as a minimum.
Wait, I thought I had 2.
At least have 3, because I gave you 2 points for, your excellent role playing regarding like Todd and
Mhm.
you were standing your
Oh.
ground and stuff, and then I gave you an extra point for something
Oh.
else.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
Thank you, yeah.
All right. And just because of the grindy part of the session of going through the skills and magic and learning the character sheet system, I'll give you all an extra XP as well.
Ooh, la
Thank
la.
you.
Thank you.
Now, in between sessions,
Gonna
you
be
are
so
free,
powerful.
you are free to play around with the character sheet in GCS and see what costs things are. Increasing your attributes is not something that's realistically going to happen in this thing, because you've got to work very hard to like increase your like base strength level or IQ, but you can play around with things. You can play around with using points to buy off your negative traits,
Oh.
if it makes sense. Like, you're not gonna suddenly not be anemic, or have bad vision, but there are certain things, especially if there's like social consequences, you could try and buy off. Keep in mind though that this will be your last opportunity to spend your XP before the final session.
Haven't you heard? Juno's been doing ice stretches. Their eyes are so better now.
Eye stretches.
I could.
Yeah, you know that's like-
Please walk me through how that would impact your vision.
Oh no, it's like making sure that your eyes aren't
And
straight.
bend and
You know.
stretch and bend and stretch.
Oh no, so
Like-
it's like basically you're supposed to do this every 20 minutes, but nobody does it. So like you would look out and look as far as you can. So ideally you look like 20 meters away, and you focus on it for 20 seconds, and then you change to something like really close, and then you like put your eyes all the way to that side, and put your eyes all the way to that side, and then up and down, and then you roll it around a few times. And apparently it does help with people's visions. Like
I'm sorry,
very
20
minimally,
minutes?
but yeah. Every 20 minutes, yeah, they say that it helps, but like, who does that? But also, yeah, haven't you heard? Juno's been really
fuck?
dedicated to the eye stretches. Yeah, you should search it up. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's like the 20-20-20 rule.
20
You know,
minutes
the eye
is
stretches
insane.
timer. The eye stretch timer will now tick off in the middle of combat. So good luck.
Sorry, guys, I just have to.
We need a good old sellout timer, you know?
What, the half-hour ad timer? I tried that the other day, and it was awful. Truly horrific. But yes, we will be here next week, and there may or may not be finished art.
It's okay, honestly.
There will at least be art for the spider encounter. Because that
Also,
was
like,
planned
don't put too
for
much pressure on
today.
coloring and stuff either, if you don't want to.
Spiders? What spiders?
Oh, the coloring is super easy. Like, it's fine.
Okay.
The line work is hard. Like, it's the hardest part is getting all the references together, right? That takes realistically the longest, but that also makes everything else really easy.
I like to think that Otto's just got a giant dildo on his shelf there.
Look, it is extremely phallic. I'm not gonna lie. And I commented
Also,
on that when I drew it.
Did you want us to level up now, if we could, like after the session?
Yeah, in between sessions. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done. I've leveled up already.
No, easy. And yeah. So,
Surely Sir does art streams for the rest of the week.
I mean, maybe. Alright, so, most important, before we go, can we get some quick last minute plugs? Dal.
Hi. Plugs. They go in the sink. But
fucking
I'm
you.
Dal. Sorry, you set me up for a shitty joke. Hi, I'm Dal. I am a them variety streamer. I'm also doing a campaign on here on Saturdays, Southern Hemisphere's time, and then a new one starting in December here on the Sundays, which is gonna be fun. But you can find me or at the links, or because I'm special, because I have one of these ones too.
Why don't I have one of those, Dal?
You don't have a regular show yet, mate.
Pretty enough. Nightcur.
You don't have a regular show yet.
Hey, I'm Nika. I use they them pronouns or they any pronouns. Go visit my shop and buy my eggs. I have egg merchandise, eggs. My entire life is eggs right now. Oh my god, I have keychains as well. Buy my eggs.
Please stop saying buy your eggs! I was like, what? Ayo?
Buy my eggs!
Oh no! Oh, please.
Like her surrogate? See when?
No. Silly. No fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No context. I will not be providing any.
Buy my eggs! Bimbat.
Hi, I'm Binky. I'm she, her pronoun. I'm usually on Twitch, but I did launch a web shop recently at binky.buzz if you do want to check that out. But yeah.
It's sick. Alright, my name is Sir Laugh-A-Lot. Everyone else calls me Laughy,
Is
though
it?
my pronouns are he, him, they. And I run a family-friendly Minecraft channel, Sir Laugh-A-Lot MC. I play vanilla Minecraft, I play modded Minecraft, and we all just have a very wholesome, safe space, and we just create just a very kind, respectful, and loving community over there. So come on over and watch me be a goof. I've been referred to as someone's comfort-discomfort streamer, which I appreciate.
I love that saying.
It's
Love
really
it.
good, right?
Oh yeah, just keep in mind, he dies on average 4.3 hours on his survival world and 5.2 on the modded. So keep an eye out for that.
Wait, have we actually done that
He's
calculation?
banned from ever having a hardcore
We
world.
have, yeah,
There,
we have.
there's no way. There's
Mainly
no
because you
way it's
AFK
that
more
high.
on there.
That'd
Mainly because
do
you're
it.
AFK.
That'd do it. I'm like, I die a lot in that world. There's no way that's higher than my survival, but I guess, yeah, I don't AFK in my survival world. But I hope your journey through the forest was pleasant. Feel free to wade through our stories again at any time. Stay safe, and please remember the difference between magic in a different dimension and Magic the Gathering. See you next time. Take care, folks.
I love that. Oh, that outro card. Oh my. Still, fucking best joke of the session, I would say.
Exceptionality.